See, ideas are cheap, but validated problems are scarce. So, actually, finding good validated problems is something that you should be striving for. And I'll give you a reasoning why. The first one is that when you have a validated problem, then it becomes super easy to convince yourself and keep yourself motivated to actually keep working to solve that problem, right? If you don't have a very good validated problem, then you will feel like, okay, only the four people in this world have that problem. Then it won't be a very big problem to solve. But if that problem is big enough, so that is where you would also be motivated that, okay, this is problem is big, and then I'm confident that this problem exists. That is one. The second one is, it is also easier for you to convince other people to join your adventure, right? So basically, you can convince investors faster because you have the validated facts on why this problem exists, how big problem this is, and you will be deploying 100 plus solutions and then try and figure out how that problem can be solved in the best efficient manner. That is what startup is all about. That you have identified a very good problem, and then these are the 10 different ways that you will try. You will hire people for that. You will have co-founders working with you to solve that particular problem, right? But uh, but like, if you do not have a very good validated problem, people will feel that you are lost. People will feel that you are not confident enough, or like you don't really have that gold mine that you are pitching to people, because you do not have a faith in the kind of problem that you are solving for. Every founder that I talk to, they are too much focused on the solution, that this is what we built, right? In the age of AI, building something is like super easy, but in the age of AI, um, getting to the problem, finding the right problem is going to be hard. Finding the right problem is going to be super super hard for people, right? Because everything which is there on internet, everyone will have it. um, Talking to people will also become easier in terms of finding those quotes, or like user interviews is going to be tricky a little bit, but still people will be able to find ways to use AI to get insights from user interviews, right? So now gathering insights is going to be easier. So that's why now, why you are solving that particular problem, right? What are the key insights which build up to that particular problem that you would want to solve and then basically make money out of? So that's why I was just like toying around with a lot of prompts, and this is one interesting prompt that I found out of my own stack only, and I'll just show you around. So basically, this was the prompt, which was list 10 fast growing problems or unmet needs in an industry or niche that customers are actively trying to solve. Include data points such as Google Trends data, search volume, recent news mentions, and social media chatter. Identify which problems have paid solutions already and which are underserved. What I did was I fed this particular prompt into GPT and told it that, can you share some examples on how I can use this prompt for deep research, so that I can get good response. So it told me that you can add these constraints. The constraints are like very interesting. One is persona plus segment, the other is geography plus language, time window, that is like what is the time window in which you are looking that content for, exclusions, if there are any exclusions or not. So, and it gave me this in-depth prompt that I found. I'll just take you through. So I put that prompt through Gemini. There's no particular that I like Gemini or like I like ChatGPT. I like to see them, right? So I put this prompt, and which is an interesting prompt. Let me just cross it once. So I told it, act as a market analyst. The niche is healthy supplement brand selling high protein products. Example: whey, plant isolates, RTD shakes, shakes, bars. Right. Geography is India. Language is English and Hindi. Time window is last 12 to 18 months, and exclude robotics, manufacturing, tech, which is like I'm not focused onto those problems, right? And tech. Um, focus on demand, behavior, and GTM. Basically, I'm trying to find two things, which is where exactly is the demand for such kind of products, which kind of persona it is, and then what will be the GTM strategy for these personas, right? So task one is problem scan, which is list 10 growing customer problems or unmet needs. For each, return a row with problem, persona, why it's growing, 2 to 3 drivers, verification queries, existing paid solutions, underserved, yes or no, willingness to pay signals, risk and confounds, time to value, acquisition wedge, and then any evidence gates that you have, and then basically trend slope, whether it is rising or whether it is going low, and three plus credible news mentions in Z months, and then basically I've like created a sort of small algorithm or formula to whether to qualify that idea as a go or no go. Then maturity map, which is group 10 ideas into emerging, breakout, or crowded. Briefly justify each level. Then scoring and shortlist. Score each problem on 1 to 5, growth momentum, pain, intensity, existing spend, competitive saturation, time to value, ease of research, and all those things. And then GTM wedges. And then those GTM wedges should be mapped to the ICP. Which ICP you are mapping, right? Hook, that is claim that we would want to make. Channel hypothesis, which kind of channel we can find these ICPs into: coaches, gyms, Insta UGC, Amazon SEO, pharmacy chains. Offer, what should be the first initial offer for us to get into their ecosystem? Proof, objection handling. Then this is the format that it should return, right? And then it has returned this in-depth report, which is about India high protein market, India's high protein market and opportunity analysis, and then GTM, right? So basically, India high protein supplement market represents a compelling, albeit paradoxical investment landscape, right? Characterized by explosive growth. The sector is projected to expand at a compound annual growth CAGR of 6.6%, and for core supplements to over 15%. This expansion is fueled by powerful tailwinds, including societal shifts, preventive healthcare, and XYZ. But it also gave me some. So, the Indian high protein supplement market, what are the key drivers which are there? Where exactly the market is right now? Where exactly it is planning to grow? The CAGR, it is 6.6 CAGR, it is growing with, right? And then basically, what are the mega trends? The first mega trend is shift to preventive healthcare. So people are now becoming more, they are becoming more, mm, more, what do you call it? More aware that their products are getting adulterated, that basically they lack nutrition values in their products, in the diet that they are having, and that's why they need some kind of supplement. Then plant-based evolution, people are being driven to confluence of factors including growing vegan population. Currently, it was estimated at 5 million in 2023. Then there's a rise of e-commerce and D2C. It is not just that consumer preferences are changing. It is also what the channels are also emerging, right? And that is what you would need. You would also need some tailwinds into your company, which is what are the key. So even if you create like the best product, and if you are not able to create, understand how exactly you are going to distribute that product, which it becomes like very hard for you to sell that product, right? Your product strategy and distribution strategy both should resonate with each other if you really want to, sell something which people need, right? Uh, then what? This is a competitive arena. There are like there are widespread frauds are there. There are systemic issues which are there. Then consumer paranoia and sophistication. Opportunity scan. What are the problem? Opportunities. Gym beginners, serious lifters, then dietary and lifestyle segments, vegetarians or vegans, lactose intolerant users, right? Then emerging demographic, which is women fitness, seniors, diabetics and weight management is there. Then cross persona psychographic needs, students and then budget conscious, which people are there, clean label seekers, authenticity skeptic. And then we have this whole problem scan analysis. This is the whole chart that we have, mapped by problem and statement persona, growth drivers, verification queries, what exactly people are searching for, Google Trends and News Social, right? Whey protein side effects. Is whey protein a steroid? Best protein for beginners in India. Muscle Blaze for beginners. Best tasting plant protein in India. Plant protein versus whey. Pea protein bloating. Complete amino acid profile plant protein. So you have this whole in-depth scan of the whole problem statement that now you can go and actually talk to these ICPs and validate these, right? I'm not saying that believe this blindfoldedly, but actually go deeper into it. And then we have this strategic prioritization framework, which ones are crowded, breakout, or emerging, and opportunity scoring. And then basically it has now gotten deeper into actually scoring the whole opportunity and everything. So these two, it says that are on the breakout, which is diabetics and weight management people, and then basically serious lifters and post workout recovery people, right? These people actually pay for protein, right? People who are trying to manage weight, actually they need protein, right? They need low sugar replacements and everything. So actually these two might be the breakout ICPs for you. But now that you know that serious lifters are there as your ICP, go and talk to serious lifters, right? Go and talk to diabetics, go and talk to weight manage people who are trying to manage their weight. What are their problems, right? Does that quantitative does this quantitative analysis that you have done, the deep research that you have got, can you now go to market and actually talk to people and see whether these insights collide or like have resonance with the insights that you get in the market? And then you will start having that confidence uh, to say that serious lifters are actually our market, right? It is not just people who are trying to be healthy. All these people are trying to be healthy, by the way, right? But then serious lifters, and then basically vegetarians, lactose intolerant people, all of these are trying to be your like can be your primary market. The analysis of top three opportunities, which is go to market strategy for these particular ICPs, and then GTM wedge for like each ICP they have given. Then final recommendation and path forward it has given, and then all these basically it has gone through I don't know how many, more than I think 30-40 sources to get you to that research. So yeah, I mean, try and figure out. See, use this prompt. I will share this link and like the whole prompt with you. The idea is to have more conviction as a first time founder into the problem, right? And AI can actually help you get that conviction faster. Use deep research as much as you can to gather all the data that you can, and then go get out of the building, right? Talk to users and then try and understand whether the insights that you have got right now actually match with the people that are in the market, and see if something uh, resonates or not. Thank you.